The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First play, first pass for Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Fournette running right. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And they needed to be because our offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Brady to Gage for a Tampa first. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense is...
Well, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 16 carries, 54 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 40-yard line. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Vikings at 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how the offense has performed, but I'll bet they're absolutely thrilled with how the defense played last week, holding their opponents to just 3 points, and that was it. They get anything comparable to that performance, this one's absolutely locked up.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. But that's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Ooh, the juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady now to throw. This one taken in by Otten. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Brady's throw there complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Johnson's got it complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw, it's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On second down, here's Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll just get rid of it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good run, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the draw, this is Fournette, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got Otten, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Brady. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second down and goal. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent game.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much with every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to have a Bucs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Brady now on 1st down. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Again, it's Brady. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 80 ticks to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's got Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady connecting with Johnson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Brady to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.